Hey guys, today we're going to be reacting to Skippity Toilet 679 part 2. So, yeah, sorry I'm a little late, but yeah. This took a while to come out though, but yeah. Anyways, this is about 6 minutes long. So yeah, I was expecting it to be longer, but oh well. I love the new design. He looks a lot more menacing. Put on subtitles for that. Don't let them watch TV. Block their line of sight. Okay. All the cameramen are doing. Okay, somebody has to save her, right? Because there's no way she does it.
It was always my fault.
Oh no, she blames herself. Well, she actually died? Wow. I was not... What? I was not expecting her to die right there. It doesn't work on her. Oh, we were so close. Skippity Jackson. I can't believe Skippity Jackson is actually here. It's not really surprising for the fruit though. Oh, he sacrificed himself for them? Keep running. What are you doing? They escaped. Yeah, well, you should keep running. Why are you just standing there? Yeah, exactly. You just stood there. The animation has gotten so much better. I didn't realize how much better done. That's just disrespectful, not the Plenderman statue. And they're infiltrating the base. Detective's still there. He's in the base. Wow. Oh gosh, TV Man's still there. Surprising. Nothing goes to plan these days. We're safe. At least we're safe now. Oh shit, thunder noises. That's it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah. I was a little disappointed. This was very disappointing. Literally all it was just the Lions running for their lives and all that. I was expecting at least more action, more lore maybe. But yeah, but I was not expecting Camerawoman to die. Like I didn't think the book would actually kill her off, at least not yet. Like I thought she was gonna like survive because of plot armor, like TV Woman was gonna come and save her or something. But nope. So yeah, but I feel like her death was wasted. That's just my opinion. Like I feel like she had so much more potential, and I don't think she should have died right there. Like I don't think she should have been killed off. Especially like after like the book showed, like gave her a whole character development arc after Plunge's death, and I'm coming the new leader in 77 just to die again, like just to die the next time we see her. Like that, she was so wasted. Like I don't think they should have killed her off. So yeah, Skibbity Jackson. I don't really care about him. So yeah. So yeah, but yeah. What do you guys think about this episode? So yeah, but it does not look good for the Alliance. Like because two Titans are gone. Like if Plunger Man and Titan Cameraman were still around, they would be infuriated seeing this. And especially Titan Cameraman, like he would be pissed off seeing this happen. So, yeah. So yeah, but now that like all three of them are dead, like Plunger Man, um, Titan Camera, Plunger Woman or Camera Woman, like who's gonna be the cameraman leader? Because like camera woman was kind of the cameraman race leader. Like she was kind of the leader of the camera race. Since well, like Titan cameraman is gone, and so is Plunger Man. So she was kind of like the leader, the general who to like lead him into battle. So, but since she's gone, who's gonna be like take charge? Like, is it gonna be cameraman since we know he was upgraded, or is it gonna be like detective because he's pretty much the only one that still around that can take that role. So yeah, I kind of doubt it, but who knows? So yeah, but I wonder how TV and Speaker Woman are gonna react when they find out that Camera One's dead. They're probably gonna be infuriated. So yeah. So yeah, but like like obviously there's not gonna be a part 3. I'm just waiting for the full episode to come out. Hopefully that comes out soon though. Like it doesn't take too long, but yeah. But are they gonna fight in the void, like in the explode room or whatever it's called, or what? But yeah. So yeah, but anyways, yeah, we're just gonna watch, ISO Toilet's analysis. Why wouldn't it let me do this? Okay. Yeah, let me just gonna watch his analysis.
Why was the gift
Bro,
late
come
to the
on.
party? Because it was all wrapped up. How do potatoes resolve their issue?
Write in the comments below what...
Why does it say you already watched it? I didn't even watch it. What? The fuck?
Hello, everyone. So what the hell? Is everything actually lost for the Alliance at this point? Nothing ever positive happens to this organization in a really long time. And the second part of episode 79 was no exception. Everything is bad, y'all, but this part only made things even worse. Multiple crucial characters just slipped from existence today, and no one actually came to help the cameramen at all. It's all doom and gloom. And what is even the future for the Alliance right now? Well, don't be so quick to cry, my friends, because this episode in fact contains some small hints indicating that not everything is lost for the Alliance even in the darkest of days. Did Camera Woman actually pass away, or was it all fake? What is the secret that...
What do you mean fake? We literally saw her blow her head off. Like, what?
Astro Duchess was hiding all along, and why full episode 79 with secret scenes is about to come out literally in days. Now
It'll
get your
probably come out, like, probably next month, maybe?
tea and snacks ready and prepare to watch this video to the end, where I'll tell you about all the details that Boom hid in the second part of episode 79 for us. And let's go.
I mean, I just realized what happened to Lucky Cameraman, because, like, wasn't he in the base, so what happened to him?
Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done this already.
Because the
now
last time we saw him was in season 25, in that secret scene, and that was, like, a long time ago, so, like, unless he teleported with them and I just didn't see it, then, like, what?
Let's move on to the actual episode analysis. So this part starts with the image of Watchman of Doom, who is just standing there menacingly and waiting for the majority of cameramen to come out of their base that are intending to fight him. And just like in the previous part, Plunger Camera Woman is coming out as well, not thinking about what dread consequences might await her after that. We all know how it's supposed to end after the events we saw back in episode 70, and the Speakerman POV knows that too. So he rushes through the crowd of all these mindless cameramen screaming no, and you have to leave. But of course, no one listens to him. And to be honest with you guys, I even doubt that listening to this guy might have actually changed something majorly, as the whole base is already doomed. Watchman requires just a few seconds to start on his red glow rage mode, and those few seconds are not enough for any cameraman to escape. So, yeah, it's basically a very desperate, tragic situation from the very beginning. Anyways, so after Camera Woman personally ignores his plea, which, was definitely a choice for her as the leader, but whatever, everyone move forward to the Watchman of Doom and start pouring thousands of bullets on him. But of course, none of this even matters to him. We can also see two Astro Obliterators floating next to Watchmen, but not doing anything. They just watch with evil smiles on their faces. It's because they know exactly what is coming, so they are eerily excited for that. There is also Astro Duchess staying in the background with her glasses on to enjoy the show, and I have some things to say about her later in this video. Okay, so once Watchman of Doom activates his red glow TV mode, all the cameramen stop firing at him and fix their eyes on him in a moment of blind adoration. He's like becoming a god to all of them for one split second. But once this second passes, the horrible chaos breaks out instead, and all the cameras simply stop working. We can understand that due to how a small camera attached to the POV Speakerman's body gets offline as well. But our POV is a Speakerman, so at least this won't affect him personally, and the same cannot be applied to all the other cameramen in the area. So after the POV's attached camera gets offline, we can notice how the audio gets corrupted and then restored a couple of times, and once it gets restored completely, we can also hear some sort of ambient noise diluting the sound, which probably hints how the POV got intercepted with TV men who influence him in a certain way. And in the next scene, when we get our camera back again, we can see the Scarf TV man who says, "Don't let them watch the TVs." Then he turns away his head and adds, "Break their line of sight before they'll destroy themselves." Well, unfortunately, it's already too late, buddy. And based on the chaos and explosion sounds that can be heard in the distance, the TV men were indeed way too late to stop this whole show. Then in another scene that followed the camera offline sequence, we can see how the same POV speaker man tries to save Plunger camera woman and prevent her from destroying herself, but she simply pushes him away like a bag filled with potatoes. Right now, Watchman of Doom tells her to do another thing, and she's about to follow his insane orders with no remorse, however sad it could have sounded like. So after camera woman pushes the POV away, the camera goes offline again, and we can hear an evil Astro Obliterator's laugh nearby. The next thing the POV sees is heavily distorted, but I think it might be some other random cameraman, most likely Big Cameraman. It's really not that clear in this exact piece of footage. And there's also someone behind him, and I think it might be the same Scarf TV man who was mindlessly trying to do just anything in the middle of chaos and madness. But of course he can't help the cameraman at this point anymore. And in the next scene, we can see the giant explosion that probably occurred from multiple cameramen destroying themselves all at once. And then we can also see how some unfortunate soul's body slowly falls from above to the ground. And what's interesting here is that this falling body is dressed in some kind of red suit, which is more suitable to be worn by speakermen, not cameramen. But most likely it's the cameraman with the red tie we could see earlier in this series. Although I really would like to think otherwise, this guy was such a Chad. In this scene, we can also see how POV Speakerman was reaching his hands towards him in desperation. And I really feel bad for this poor guy at this point, who was forced to watch all this nightmarish horrors without a possibility to actually change anything or help someone. And a scene after that shows up the iconic big cameraman with the Kenot, who is about to destroy himself as well. Just like his buddies that can be seen behind his back in the same frame. The POV tries to make him unconscious apparently by pushing his camera lens hard, as if hitting him in the head. But honestly, I'm not sure if it's really what he's doing, or the cameraman does not stop him for another reason. Or maybe the POV just tried to forcefully break the camera on this agent so that he wouldn't be susceptible to the red glow anymore. After that, this big cameraman flies away in a hurry while using his jetpack and still carrying this cannon. And by the way, we can also see that there's another cameraman running away too. So maybe his lens was shut down by some speaker man or TV man too. Which also means that some cameramen actually had a chance to escape this nightmare. Although their camera lenses might have to be restored later once they'll get to safety. Although, wait a minute here. What safety am I actually talking about? These poor cameramen's base was literally destroyed by Astros in the very same episode, not to count many other bases. So, where do these poor blind guys have to go now? And do they actually have another chance for survival in the open area, being chased down by remaining Astros? In other words, I'm not really sure these cameraman survivors will survive for much longer. Even though it's possible they can be teleported by a larger distance by some of the TV men in this area. In any way, unfortunately, the escape concept cannot be applied to the other big cameraman who was right behind him in that moment. The POV realizes that the big guy is about to blow him brains off right now, so he reaches him, hands to him, and screams, "No!" But of course, he cannot change anything in this guy's fate at this point. And as the big cameraman slowly falls to the ground, we can see Plunger Camera Woman in this exact moment right behind him. But the POV doesn't notice her now because he gets distracted by Astro Obliterators appearing next to him afterwards. And these unfortunate circumstances actually make me wonder whether the POV speakerman actually could have a chance to save her if he wasn't distracted by Astros in this exact second. Anyways, as the POV quickly turns around, he sees how Astro Obliterators chase the remaining cameramen and camera striders down with the special cruelty. There is literally no chance for the Alliance and cameramen in particular to minimize the damage made by Astros in this episode. This is just an insanely massive failure. And to be honest with you guys, it already seems to me like the Alliance keeps failing one mission after another for like, what, 20 episodes straight? Literally the only glimpse of hope there was for the Alliance happened in episode 78 when the upgraded Speakerman's Armada actually appeared. So this moment came and went, and now we're back to losing again. And it genuinely...
Yeah, really the only hope the Alliance has is probably J-Man and, like, the actual, like, Titan Speakerman. because so far we only seen the Semi-Titan, so yeah.
Makes me really sad. Anyway, so in the next scene, the POV gets really close to Camera Woman, and it seems like there is no hope for her too. She already put all her gravity cannons right to her head, and there is also a complete fire chaos happening behind her back. It seems like the base was literally getting demolished at the same time when Red Glow attack by Watchmen of Doom got unleashed. And that explains why not many Astros were present in the moment of the cameraman's self-destruction. The majority of them were probably involved in the direct destruction of the base and lab themselves and hunting down the single survivors along the way. Okay, so once Camera Woman puts all her cannons to her head while hopelessly standing on her knees, she also says something with her human voice, which was, "It's my fault. It was always my fault." And however sad I could be for this girl, I cannot disagree with her on this one take. Camera Woman was really pretty damn bad at her role as the cameraman's leader after Plungerman's passing. And it's her actions too that brought so many cameramen outside to their distraction. Let's not forget that she also ignored the POV's warning right in the beginning of this episode. I mean, I don't really believe his warning could have changed much in these few seconds before Red Glow attack got unleashed. But still, this event says something about incompetence of Camera Woman as a leader. But I still feel really sorry for this girl, and there's no way I could be glad about her horrible passing. And the POV seems to share my opinion, who screams at her, "Don't do it!" But of course she doesn't listen to it. And in the next moment, we can see a really horrible scene when Camera Woman literally blows her head off. And oh man, does YouTube really allow this to go uncensored?
I mean, YouTube allows a lot of things on their platform, so...
And in the meantime, he bans some of my videos where I pronounced Full Boom's channel name as if this is some terrible crime. This says something
stupid
about our society, y'all. Okay, but here comes the craziest part, though. Guys, what if I'll tell you that Camera Woman's self-destruction was entirely faked? Or that
What do you mean faked? We literally saw her do it, right?
at least she has a chance of coming back somehow. Because right in the moment she blew her head off, something very interesting happened. There was this mysterious silhouette that appeared next to her for a literal split second.
It looks like a TV man because of the coat. But then again, it could also be female secret agent or whatever you want to call her.
But you'll manage to see it if you'll watch this entire scene frame by frame. Anyway, so this mysterious person looks like a TV man if you'll take a closer look at them.
Literally what I just said.
There's something even crazier about it. So, if you'll try to pay more attention to this silhouette's head, then you'll realize that it doesn't really look like a TV screen. At least definitely not by its size. It appears like this person has a smaller square-size head, which also looks like some kind of screen, but not a TV screen.
Oh my god, I already know he's gonna go with this. Here we go again. No, that's not a computer man. I highly doubt it. I'm confident that's not a computer man. I said this multiple times, but it would not make sense for there to be computer men. And here's why. We already have a TV race, and with monitors and all that, you can do stuff like that. And if there were a computer race, they would basically just do the same exact thing as TV men, just a little differently. So yeah, it would be stupid if there was a computer race. And if there was a computer race, then how would the TVs not know about them? Because you would have thought that the TVs would have known about them. So, yeah, like if they're so secretive that not even the TV man knows about them, then well, yeah. But I highly doubt it.
It is also not entirely clear whether this silhouette belonged to a male or a female, because on the one hand, the body seems to be pretty bulky for a woman, but on the other hand, look at this person's legs. They are so slim, it actually makes me think it might be a woman in some kind of bulky coat or something similar to that. Now, the most important question remains. Who is it, and what they are intending to do with the Camera Woman's head they were seen to take in this literal split second they appeared within? So many mysteries, so little answers so far. But I have my own thoughts, which I'll quickly list right now. But if you want to hear more
I feel like if it was the female secret agent, which it most likely was, I feel like she was trying to save Camera Woman, but couldn't.
Detailed explanation. I think I'll later make a separate theory video for that. Okay, so I think that it might be an actual physical representative of the new species Boom already was talking about in his interview with Stake before. We don't know for sure yet whether it's the same Windows XP species, the female agent from Season 25, Secret Ending,
I mean, looking at her outfit compared to that, not sure if that's her. I mean, it could be. Maybe it just looks different because you couldn't get a good look at it, but or she's wearing a different outfit. I don't know.
Belongs to or an entirely new race, and if it's computer men or not. It is also not really clear whether this is that exact female agent or an entirely new character, but I think it would be pretty logical
I mean, even if it isn't her, I still don't think it's a new race. I think it's like either Secret Agent himself or maybe like somebody else that has the same technology as them that we haven't seen yet.
assume it was her, because from season 25 Secret Scenes, it was clear that this agent was literally collecting the Alliance's agents that were on the brink of death, so that she could bring them into her Windows XP family. So something very similar could have happened to Camera Woman. But there
I
is...
mean, speaking of that just gave me an idea. If that is the female secret agent, which it most likely is, or somebody who works with them, then she could come back like that. Because we have seen other cameramen that are like that have the green glow, and that have that chip been put into them. So the same thing could happen with Camera Woman. Like, they can take her body, repair her, and then put that chip in her. So if she does come back, she could come back like that.
It's an entirely different option, too. Maybe I am visually mistaken, and it really could be some TV man, even if it's the one we haven't seen in the series before. All in all, this...
I mean, if it was a TV man, why would it only appear for like 1 second? Like, why would Boom be hiding it like that unless it was just a glitch?
mysterious person could have also been somewhat linked to the TV Men's Abyss dimension, where Camera Woman could have been brought too. Maybe the purpose of this action was saving her from death and giving her another chance. Or maybe it could be something much, much darker. And what are your guys' ideas on this thing? Write your own theories in the comments under this video, because I am always reading your observations too. Okay, so after this very interesting scene, we see the remaining body of fallen Camera Woman. And it's safe to say that, of course, POV speakermen did not notice any weird apparitions that lasted for literal bits of seconds. So I'm not really surprised. What he saw, however, was how the cameraman's race lost another leader and symbol of inspiration. And surely he thinks that the Alliance might be done for. In the meantime, the fire from the ruined shambles of the base starts spreading even further. So the POV has to run away to save his life, even though he keeps grieving about Camera Woman. He still takes his moment to slowly observe how the evil, grinning Astros keep destroying everything they can, while Watchman of Doom seems to be absorbing all the energy from any remaining cameramen's machinery, which he will turn into his own battle fuel with time, as he did before. But as it later would turn out, it was actually not him absorbing the energy, but freezing rays that keep him in one place.
Yeah, like, I'm actually surprised that froze him. Like, if Duchess wasn't there, they most likely would have, like, got the parasite off of him. It would have been that easy if she wasn't there. I feel like that might be, like, foreshadowing how they're gonna save him from this parasite. Like they're gonna freeze him again at some point when, like, Titan Speakerman comes back, or when G-Man's fighting or something like that, and then they're gonna get the parasite off him. Like, they're gonna do it again and actually be successful. So, yeah, I feel like Boom is gonna wait a little longer until that happens, though.
But for how long? It literally seems like there is no hope in this world left for the Alliance. And unfortunately, the upcoming scenes will only solidify this thought. So after a few seconds, we can hear the signature sound that Skibidi Michael Jackson produces. And sometime afterwards, one of the mutants from G-Squad arrives while riding this unfortunate Astro Obliterator. It turns out to be the upgraded Mafia toilet, whose new appearance we already saw on the past leaks and first part ending scene. He slowly goes closer to Watchman of Doom, checks his core, and then orders someone, "Keep freezing, I'll get this thing off." So it seems like Mafia Toilet really planned to remove the Astro Parasite from the infected TV Titan, although there's no way it could actually work, even in Utopia. And wasn't G-Man supposed to be the one to cure Watchman of Doom anyway? It was clear as day that the mutants wouldn't be able to fulfill such an important task, so it all seems to be very strange to me. Anyway, right in the moment Mafia tried to remove the parasite off the Titan, Astro Duchess finally got up on her feet, took off her glasses, locked in, and then menacingly said, "No, you won't." And by the way, I noticed how people already got some theorizing about Astro Duchess in this moment, or to be more precise, about her facial expression changes during this locking in. Some people compared Duchess with G-Man in similar circumstances, which further solidified the proof that Astro Duchess might be Jimmy's daughter. And I don't know how it is still a surprise for some.
At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if she was his daughter. Like, because, like, the way she reacts when that mutant mentions G-Man, their boss, her face, like, changes, like, her expression changes to shock or something like that. Like, she, like they had some relation to each other, like, they know each other. So, yeah, so either she's his daughter or they just know each other from somewhere.
Given that I was advocating this exact theory for ages at this point.
I'm just waiting to see an interaction between them.
And I even did a separate video dedicated to that theory. So I won't be repeating myself here, and let's just move forward. After this, the Berserker toilet tries to interrupt her by demanding her to look at him, but she just brushes him off like an annoying bug. Immediately after that, he pushes Mafia away from the frozen TV Titan and demolishes all the huge cameraman's cannons that previously kept the Titan at bay. And by the way, do you guys remember how I said that this location from one of the leaks was most likely a trap designed for the Duchess and other gigantic foes? Well, it kind of turned out to be true, only despite the fact that this trap simply didn't work on the Duchess. She didn't get frozen just like Watchmen of Doom for whatever reason, and she destroyed all the cannons and trap pieces so easily as if it was nothing to her. She's way too OP at this point, I fear, and probably only upgraded Jimmy together with Titan Speakerman will be able to put her down. After that, she literally flew away to the horizon, not bothering to protect Titan TV Man much longer, as it wasn't necessary anymore. Once he got unfrozen, he provided Mafia next to him with the huge slap, but didn't destroy him yet. After that, Mafia yelled, "Come on, destroy us!" As if knowing that the real TV Titan is still there and feels huge pain from battling his former comrades. And by the way, during his speech, Mafia is shown without his mask and hat, so we can see his horrifically burnt face here. He then adds, "None of you will avoid the wrath of our boss. He will stop at nothing." And I mean, cool threat, bro. But why isn't your boss Jimmy here right freaking now? Why did he—
Probably getting upgrades. I'm pretty sure the next time we see him, he's gonna be like a full-on Titan. Like, he's gonna have legs, probably new weapons.
throw you into such a hellhole without
Hopefully he returns in 80, but I doubt it.
even providing any sort of backup? Maybe he betrayed his own squad members? Honestly, not a single idea at this point, but it doesn't look good at all. And these threats from Mafia sound more miserable than scary, not gonna lie. Meanwhile, the Duchess comes back and Mafia slowly adds, "Not even you, girl." Which basically is just a solid proof that she really is his daughter. That's why those words were meant to be so hard-hitting. But once again, are we really surprised? This plot twist was basically solved literal months ago, so whatever. Mafia keeps yapping by saying, "We will get back what's ours." And the Duchess responds, "We shall see." In this moment, TV Titan slowly raises his cannon arm, and we can see how Skibidi Jackson was sitting there all along, waiting for the moment to, I don't know, destroy the parasite within his core. In any case, his
At first I thought he was trying to destroy the parasite, like he just flew into the core and he blew up, but then I realized that he was just sacrificing himself.
heroic attempt wasn't a success, and Skibidi Michael got simply demolished once and for all, which is surely sad for all the Michael fans out there. This little guy somehow managed to escape death for so long since the earliest episodes in the series. But oh well, it also had to come to an end today.
The Labor Day sale is on at Maida Toyota, Sacramento's Toyota dealer. Get big, Maida Toyota.
Had to come to an end today. The other survived mutants escaped while throwing curses, though some Astro got to chase after them. And that's when the POV finally got his butt moving. He took his sweet time. At this moment, TV Titan already started destroying what was not being destroyed yet somehow. The POV rushed inside the base and found out it was completely empty, so he realized all the other survivors must have teleported to safety. Well, that's what he thought. Too bad the POV is not one of those guys, though. In the next moment, the base's roof got literally ripped off. And we see an homage to the earlier Skibidi toilet episodes where the infected Titan Speaker Man spotted the POV from above, together with G-Man. But it turned out that in fact, TV Titan got focused on the Plungerman's monument that apparently triggered something in him, so he destroyed it first. It actually gave the POV some time to escape, so he kept running further into the base. And that's where he found out that not all agents have actually left. Some still remained within this facility. So the POV quickly joined them and followed them through all the chaos, alarm signals, and fire. And by the way, one of the cameramen that stayed is the detective cameraman, an extremely important character who is meant to solve the secret agent's mystery. Why did he stay and put himself at such huge risk? I don't know for sure yet, but maybe he needed to take something important from this facility before it would be completely destroyed. And considering the suitcase in his hands, he already got it. Anyway, so both the detective and POV speakermen keep running further and further into the base, while the other toilets and agents try to slow down the Astro Pursuers, but with little to no luck. We then enter the laboratory territory, where it turns out that actually no one has been teleported.
I just remembered something. Boom said that someone would return in this episode. And he didn't mean Titan TV Man, since he said someone would return in part 2, but no one did. So, are we gonna see that in the full episode, or?
Those dumb agents are still there, having no idea what's going on. Now that's actually just unimaginably stupid. Were they so sure that Camera Woman and her team would win against Watchmen of freaking Doom together with the Duchess? So they didn't move a finger to think through Plan B? Nah.
I mean, if it was a plan, like if they did plan it, then that was a stupid plan.
That's just lame at this point.
But that was a dumb plan.
And I feel really disappointed in the Alliance. That's just no good at all. And they keep wondering why Astros have been beating them for 20 or so episodes, huh? I'm really disappointed, y'all. Anyway, so the POV yells at them, "Run for your life!" and keeps pushing through. He and the detective reached a large room where one of the Titans used to be stored in good old times, I think, but of course it gets destroyed as well once Watchmen of Doom got through. The POV and the other survivors managed to reach an alternative exit where Polycephaly TV Man was waiting on them while yelling, "Hurry up!"
Yeah, if I was him, I would have just left. Like, I wouldn't stick around to help them. I would have just saved myself.
This Chad keeps being
Like, I would have just ditched them.
incredible till the very end, doesn't he? Because if I were in his shoes, I would just give up on this stupid, little guys and saved myself, to be honest. But
Exactly
no,
what I just said.
he is not built like this. So that's where we're about to see another tragic scene, which was already kind of spoiled to us by one of the leaks Boom posted prior to this episode's release. So while the big cameraman still guarded Polycephaly with last bits of his strength while literally
he
being
did
on
cameo.
fire, the POV and other survivors barely managed to jump into in the very last moment. We see how the big cameraman Chad chose to sacrifice himself while engaging in a hopeless fight with the Astro Fighter so that the other guys managed to get teleported away, which is breaking my heart. Then Polycephaly activates the teleport, and it becomes obvious that this Chad is managing on his very last breath too. He says, "Nothing goes according to plan these..."
Yeah, I just realized that this was one of the leaks that Boom showed for part 2, and in that leak, he was a lot more damaged, like his screens were broken, and he was glitching all over the place, so either Boom changed it, or it's gonna be in the full episode, which I'm pretty sure he just changed it for some reason. I don't know why he changed it, but yeah.
days. And now I'm wondering, what was the Alliance's plan in the first place? Because if you guys watched my theory videos after the release of the first part, then you must have remembered how I had a really hopeful theory how the Alliance planned a huge trap meant for Watchmen of Doom. And this plan also involved some secret protection upgrades for cameramen that would also allow them to survive the red glow attack only the Alliance would know about, but nope.
Would have been smart.
Nothing of that really came out to be true. Well, aside from the trap, maybe. Which still was so freaking poorly planned, it's almost hilarious at this point. Either the Alliance got dumbed down big time these days, or I don't know. I honestly have no idea what the Alliance has even expected. After that Polycephaly adds, "At least we're safe for now." Well, even that turned out to be wrong, though. because literally a second afterwards, Watchmen of Doom enters the TV men's dimension with words, "No place left to escape. You're doomed." And you know, to think about it, it actually makes sense that Titan TV Man can follow the teleportation routes of other TV men, which makes him even more OP he already is. At this point, the Alliance simply stands no chance against opponents like this. Well, at least if this organization will keep creating such genius plans as the one we just saw in this episode. So what can I say by the end of all this? I'm hella disappointed at the entire Alliance, y'all, because there's no way it would be the best plan they could come up with. Also, no Jimmy, no upgraded Titan Speakerman, no Armada, no Titan Camera
Upgraded Speakerman is coming soon.
Man, no nothing. All we saw in this episode was the Alliance taking some gigantic L's, and yeah, I did not really like that. The graphics and visual effects were stunning though, but plot-wise, I'm really upset with what I saw. Well, at least there is still some really good news along the way, because Boom revealed that full episode 79 with several secret scenes is meant to come out much sooner, maybe within 1 or 2
Okay, good.
weeks. So yeah, we're in the waiting mode again. Okay, and this was all I had for you.
So, yeah. There's also one more video I want to watch before I end this video.
Cascade Platinum Plus has it.
Moob.
Cascade
Moob.
Welcome to email directamente chat.
Boom just replied to a very important email that a fan sent him. Even Boom tells us what we might see in the full episode. And I can tell you ahead of time that it is going to be a mix of important things. Before we begin, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let's get straight to the point before we start. I want to tell you that I asked Boom if this email was real. And he confirmed that yes, it is real, where to summarize what the fan tells him. He explains that he enjoyed watching Skibidi Toilet 79 Part 2. He said that he didn't care that the other characters went to the other world in other episodes. But when Camera Woman did it, the fan was shocked. The fan explains that this character had a lot of potential to be
I agree.
exploited. I agree with the part that says she had a lot of potential, and she did, and Boom replies the following, which I think is going to make you think. I would advise viewers to follow me to the full episode. Unfortunately, the full scenes of the episode in the Speakerman base were intended to be in part 2, but I separated them because it takes more time to build a new location.
So we're going to the Speakerman base. Okay, I was not expecting him to just outright say that, but yeah. But Boom said that somebody would be returning, and now we're getting information that we're going to the speaker base. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Titan Speaker. There's no way it isn't. Like, come on now. It's gotta be. Like, I know it's only been, like, 3 episodes since we've seen him. It's been hella months since we've seen him, but, like, in the story timeline, it would be a little too soon, but I don't know. After him telling us that we're gonna be going to the speaker base and somebody's returning, it has to be Titan Speaker. Like, come on now.
Just watch and wait to see what happens. It is a setup for something more if we analyze the words Boom used. We can realize that something important is going to happen in the full episode, since he advises to wait for the full episode. And he says this, which could be very important if we think about it. And he explains that the scenes in the Speakerman base were going to be in part 2, but since they were very hard to make and it was a lot of work, he postponed them because it was a lot of work and part 2 was going to take more time to be ready here. He confirms that possibly in the next part, or in the full episode 79, we're going to see the Speakerman base. In other words, part 2 was released so that we wouldn't have to wait longer, and he says, just watch and wait to see what happens. It is just a setup for something more if we analyze this. It is like a riddle or something similar by his words. I understand that something very important besides the appearance of the Speakerman base is going to happen. This email is very important. Because of that, even Crazy, a friend of Tafuk Boom, said that he talked to Boom, and Crazy said that the full episode was going to be awesome. Think about it, they are saying over and over that the full episode is definitely going to be powerful. And I personally assure you, that's all. If you like the video.
Okay, so yeah, that's good to know that the full episode's coming out sooner. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna see like Titan Speakerman return. Maybe not. If not him, then maybe somebody from the Speaker race, like Dark Speakerman. I don't know, but yeah. Anyways, that's all for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and yeah, like the video. You guys enjoyed my reaction. Like I saw the episode was out. I was gonna do a reaction, and I saw that the like analyzed videos were out, so I decided to put it onto this video. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. But yeah, but what do you guys think will happen in the full episode? I'm excited to see the Speakerman base because finally. But yeah, anyways, that's all. Like.